it's Ro. Welcome to another Nerdy Nummies. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve and I'm so excited. I'm gonna be celebrating with friends and family, and it got me thinking, what kind of yummy treat should I share with everybody? And the first thing that came to mind was from the video game Kingdom Hearts. There's a fruit in the game called a Paopu fruit, which is a star fruit, and it is said that if you share it with somebody else, that your destinies are intertwined forever. And I thought, duh, how cute. This is a little treat that I want to bring to New Year's to share with my friends and family, or if you have a significant other. It's a very romantic idea. So today we are going to be making champagne Paopu pops. Let's get started. The things you will need will be 3 cups of regular flour, 6 egg whites, 2 cups of sugar, yellow melting chocolates, green melting chocolates, 3/4 cup of butter, 3/4 teaspoon of baking soda, 3/4 teaspoon of salt, 1.5 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. You're also gonna need 1 bottle of champagne, and if you would like to make the recipe non-alcoholic in the less spirited version, you can use sparkling apple cider as a replacement. For the structure of these pops, you're gonna need a star pop mold. I'll put a link down below to where I found these, and some lollipop sticks. Let's put it all together. The first thing that we're gonna do is get a medium-sized bowl, and we are gonna combine our butter and sugar. Cream the two together until it's light and fluffy. Now we're gonna beat in these 6 egg whites and our vanilla extract. We're gonna mix it together until it's smooth and combined, and then we're gonna set it off to the side. Now, in our second bowl, we are gonna combine our dry ingredients. We are gonna combine our flour, salt, baking soda, and baking powder. You're just gonna get a whisk and whisk it all together. Now we've got our dry ingredients, our wet ingredients, and we're gonna need 2 cups of champagne. And this is where you can use the apple cider if you'd like. But we've got our bottle of bubbly, and we've got to pop it open. So, oh, I'm not the best at this, but hopefully it will go better than last year. Time to pop the bubbly. Just give it a twist, and then I think it just pops off then, doesn't it? How do you do that? Okay, I should probably Google how to do that better. I think I'm experiencing a heart attack right about now. Now we're gonna combine our dry ingredients and the champagne into the wet mixture, alternating. So first I'm gonna start with a little bit of dry, and then mix it up. Then we're gonna add a little bit of champagne and then mix it up again. And we're just gonna continue to alternate the champagne and the dry ingredients until everything is well blended together. Now that we have our champagne cake batter all ready, you're gonna take a cake pan and you're gonna take a little bacon grease, spray the pan. Now take a piece of parchment paper and you're gonna place it on top and then spray it one more time. Just remember, it's grease your pan, parchment paper, and then grease again. You really don't want this cake batter to stick to your pan. Now you're gonna grab your batter, pour it in. Whee! There we go. Now you can take your spatula and just smooth out the cake batter, just so it will bake evenly. Now you're gonna set your oven to 350 and bake for 30 minutes. While the cake is baking, we're gonna make some champagne frosting. The things you will need will be 3 cups of powdered sugar, 3 sticks and 2 tablespoons of butter, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, a pinch of salt, and a 1/4 cup of champagne, or for a non-spirited version, the apple cider. The first thing you're gonna do is take your butter and put it in your big mixer. And then we're gonna mix together for 8 minutes on a medium speed. Now that our butter is whipped, we're gonna add the rest of our ingredients, and then we are gonna mix together for about 3 minutes. So you're gonna add your powdered sugar, our vanilla extract, a pinch of salt, and our champagne. And mix it up. It's more time to dance. Oh my God, on a low speed. Now that we have our frosting ready and our cake just came out of the oven, we are gonna combine these to make our cake pop mixture. The first thing you're gonna do is take a sharp cutting knife and you're just gonna cut your cake into sections. Pick up 2 pieces of cake, rub them together, and they'll make a bunch of crumbs in the big bowl. You can also get in there, use your hands. Once you've crumbed your whole cake, now we are gonna add all of our frosting in here and mix it until it's all one consistency. Over here, I've heated up our chocolate melts and I have a little plastic baggie that I'm putting in a cup so it'll be a little bit easier to pour in there. Fold down the sides and then you're gonna pour in your yellow chocolate. To make these pops, we're gonna make them in 3 layers. We're gonna do the base of chocolate and then cake pop and then chocolate. So it's like a chocolate cake pop chocolate sandwich. I like to put them in a bag because I have a little bit more control. And you're just gonna put a thin layer, make sure it covers all the surface on the bottom. And you can either use this toothpick to push up on the sides. You want all the edges to be covered all the way around. Or you can use a little bacon brush. Then you're gonna do this to all of your stars and put them in the freezer for about 10 minutes to chill. And then we'll add our cake pop mix. Just took this out of the freezer, it's chilled, and now we're gonna take a little scoop of our cake pop batter, scoop it in here, and you're just gonna press it flat. Now you're gonna put in the lollipop sticks, so just line it up at the end, press them in. And now for the final layer, we're gonna add a little bit of chocolate on top and pop these back in the freezer for about 10 minutes to chill. I just took these pops out of the freezer and I heated up my green melting chocolates, put them in a plastic bag with the number 2 tip at the end, and now we're gonna draw on the little leaves on top. Aren't they so cute? They look just like the fruit from the video game. I'm so excited. Ta-da! Here are champagne Paopu pops. I hope you guys liked them. These were so much fun to make. I just thought that they were the perfect treat for New Year's because you share them with people you love and you are intertwined for always. So whether you were making these for family, friends, your biffle, or your special someone, it's just a pretty cute idea. I will be posting lots of pictures of these treats on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Tumblr. And if you guys make these treats, please send me a photo. I get a big kick out of seeing your baking creations. And if you guys have any other ideas for any of the nutty nummies, please let me know. Leave me a comment down below and I will do my best to make it happen. And the next episode of Nerdy Nummies is gonna be in 2015. Pretty cool. All right, thanks again, you guys. Bye-bye. And Happy New Year!